Hello, everyone. Well, as we all know, there is a war raging between Israel and Palestine, or mostly, supposedly, between Israel and the Hamas movement. And this is a war that might have very severe consequences, globally speaking, because this can amount to economical consequences also. We know this war is bringing a huge toll of suffering and death to many citizens. On the Israeli side, many died. On the Palestinian side, a lot more are dying now. And there is, around this long standing conflict between Israel and the Palestinian, there is lots of hatred and there is lots of revenge. And revenge is the opposite of what we should strive for, I think. Because when I want to take revenge from someone who damaged me, I have a tendency to do the same, or even worse. Therefore, I become the ones whom I hate or criticize, because I do the same thing. I repeat the same kind of feelings. I try to be as bad as they are, or even worse. I might get some sense of power or satisfaction out of it, but definitely I am not solving the problem. I am not stopping war. I am not promoting peace. I am not promoting a better quality of life. I am not striving for the opposite of war and destruction, that is, building growth, collaboration, compassion, and the like. So, hatred and revenge are far from being the answer. They are on the opposite side of it. So, personally, I would say my war is not against anyone specifically, is against war itself, and hatred, and distancing, and blocking, and building barriers between us and the others. And I would say, in a way, all wars are wars against humanity. They are destroying what could be a better future. They are destroying quality of life. They are destroying happiness. Of course, sometimes they serve the interests of occult groups, sometimes not so occult groups, but that's another issue. Now, what is the solution? Unfortunately, I notice that the solution for this kind of thing is not coming from associations like the United Nations, because apparently the United Nations started out with a very good intention, but they are no longer about unity or about the peace between the nations. On the opposite side, I know even personally people tells me that inside the corridors of the UN, they talk mostly about war and money. And probably the money that promotes war and the profit from war, stuff like this. So probably we cannot find the answer in that area. The thing is that we could be not so much trying to understand who are the bad guys and the good guys here, as we were sort of instructed to do from lots of Hollywood movies and from lots of movies everywhere, from lots of stories where there are the good and the bad. Mostly we are all humans. We should try to understand each other, to collaborate, to respect diversity, and to move towards a better civilization. What I see everywhere, and I think in this conflict again is repeating, is that when we are just intelligent animals, when we are just animals driven by basic animal instincts like sex, territory, power, like hunger, like sleep, territory protection, acquisition of territory and the like, we can hardly be different. because we are still animals and we are twisting our intelligence at the service of animal instincts, and we can no longer do this because we have too much power. There are too many weapons of mass destruction and too many weapons of specific destruction. And as long as we just use those weapons, we still have this animal instinct of protecting our territory, of acquiring more territory, of trying to defeat the weaker animal and trying to get possession of what the weak animal has. We are just animals and we are not going anywhere as humans. As long as we just try to, as some animals do, namely primates, we try to humiliate the other monkey because we want to feel powerful and entitled. And we want to despise the other, the opponent, because we think he's inferior to us. We are still just animals with some intelligence connected, and we are not civilized. We are not promoting humanity. We are not striving towards a better world. And we could do that. We could be driven mostly by tolerance, compassion, understanding, trying to build bridges, trying to get somewhere collectively with everyone else. This is perfectly feasible if the dominant ideas and the dominant values that are guiding us stop being money and power and territory and possessions and lie and stealing, because all wars usually imply propaganda, lying about the other side, humiliating, destroying. Now, if we still do this, we are not getting anywhere. And I say that all wars are mostly wars against humanity. Peace tends to be pro-humanity. Compassion tends to be pro-humanity. But indeed, we should place values as such: love, compassion, justice, tolerance, truth, not propaganda, not manipulation, not lie. We should place such values above everything and above money, of course, so that then we can move collectively to a better state, closer to real civilization, closer to real mutual understanding and collaboration. We should promote the arts. We should promote everything that expands consciousness, tolerance, love. This is feasible and we can do it. So this is the idea for now. As usual, if you like this, share, subscribe, talk about it.